Well, we're set to go here. The line of Gerd Krunska of Cologne, along with Marcus Kuhl and Holger Meitinger. And play is underway. Gretzky inside the zone in front. Ule got the shot away, and it is knocked away by the defense. Out comes Meitinger to Kuhl. Kuhl's over the line, but Gretzky's back. He turns, swings it through center ice, off a stick, and down into the German zone. Back there to get it for... It's Heimer, Uli Heimer, who clears it out to center ice for Germany, and it's Coffey back in his own zone now. Cutting in front of Fjord. Coffey, rink wide, having trouble handling it is Huddy. Behind the net, and it bounces right past Coffey into the corner. Cool, but he cleared it to an open wing, and Heimer's going to have to go back and get it. Uli Heimer along the boards. Cleared it to center ice. Rick Middleton was trapped inside the blue line, and it's called on the offside.
I think you're going to find the German team is probably going to try to check the Canadians, hold them off the score sheet if they can. They definitely do not have the scores that the Canadian hockey club have. They're missing the big guy, Kuhnackel. He scored a lot of goals for them. But...
Okay, this is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. Set to go, face-off at center ice. This is the grinder line that Canada has put together. Very effective against the Soviet Union the other night. And here's Sutter over the line now. Sutter trying to work his way in, and he's knocked down by Sharp just as he cut in front of the net. The puck comes to Reimer. Reindl at center ice. Ahead, Steiger over the line, takes the backhand shot. Winds up in the corner as Larry Robinson rides him in. He's a big favorite here in this building, of course. Out to Sutter. Sutter, Rick wide on the far side. Through center ice comes Gartner and around the defense, but he just couldn't get quite free. Puck winds up in the corner once again. Bloom is there. He tries to work it free. It's pinned in there by Brent Sutter, and he holds it for the face-off. Darrell, you were at the game the other night, the Soviet Union and Canada, and this line was very, very impressive.
They impressed me more so than any other line on the ice this night. And Tonelli, he's the type of guy, he's going to go into the corners, he's going to take the man out, he's going to dig the puck out of the corners. Mike Gartner has great speed. He's a good goal scorer. He's got great speed to open things up. And Brent Sutter, he does a lot of things well. He wins the face-offs. He mucks it around. He's a good two-way hockey player.
Well, here's Peter Stastny's first appearance. He won the draw, got it back to Kevin Lowe. His shot is wide. Then Dahmer, side of the net now, and it's cleared off a leg. And out comes Germany once again. Rutger, the Canadian, shot wide of the net. Obresa on the far side. He's stopped. Winds up in the corner, and Lowe is back there to get it. Bangs it off the boards. It hops over a stick. And Canada coming out once again. Through center ice, Berndonner. Rutger swinging back inside his own zone. Peter Stastny overskated it. Now Rutger once again, backhanding it at center ice. There's taken for the Germans by Obresa, but he stopped. Peter Stastny has the puck now against the boards, and it swings back inside the Canada zone. Lowe to the far side. Lowe gets the return pass. Along the boards, past Bourne to center ice now. Berndonner. Peter Stastny feeds it back to Lowe. Lowe at center ice. Kevin Lowe of the Stanley Cup champion Edmonton Oilers clearing it in. Around the boards on this side now. And a pass that's to an open wing, and Charlie Huddy picks it up. Gives to Coffey, and here he comes with that great speed of his. Through center ice, over the line, and working to the net. Gets in there, and there's Frieson's first save of the hockey game. Messier against the boards now. Losing it to Kiesling. Kiesling clearing it through center ice. It's Hagen who can't get free. Fuhr leaves it at the side of the net. Dropped off. Coffey at center ice. Anderson over the line, trying to swing around that defense if he can. Niederberger stopped him, and he wound up in the corner on this side. Anderson stopped on the play. Out comes Germany now. And they're unable to get free. There's the long shot by Betts. That's gloved by Fuhr. He gets the hand as he's handled the shot. Clears ahead now for Messier. Messier swinging back against the boards, falls down. He's up once again. Out at center ice, that lead pass was intended for Yzerman. Kiesling brings it back in. The shot, Hagen, here's his shot, and it's a good one, but wide. Now out on the wing. Good tempo here as Messier feeds it down into the German zone. Back out to center ice it comes. Kiesling shooting it in past Hagen, and Robinson is back. Robinson touches it. Icing is called. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. Back at the Montreal Forum. Team Canada against Germany. No score. 3 minutes and 35 seconds gone in the period. Face off. Gretzky against Krunska. Goulet tries to cut in front. It goes off a skate. Gretzky trying to swing away with it. Now gets it in front. Goulet, screen shot, and I think it hit Middleton right in front. Out in front of Goulet again. Now swinging away with it for Germany is Meitinger. He stopped. The shot is back in there again. Now Middleton hustling after that. He broke into stardom in the Canada Cup in 1981, did Middleton. In the corner, Kuhl just chops it free. Meitinger near his own line at center ice now. Ahead for Trunchka. He's over the line for Germany. Drops it off. Nice play. Kuhl to Trunchka. And he was stopped by Robinson. Goulet breaks out along with Gretzky. Gretzky over the line. Kind of cut in front. Rolls it in front. A bouncing puck, and Trunchka has it. Trunchka for West Germany to Meitinger. Meitinger over the line now. Meitinger to Wilson. Wilson trailing on the play. Just picked up the loose puck. Feeds it back for Robinson. There was a delayed offside on the play. And no score in this hockey game now. 4 minutes and 27 seconds gone in the period. And there you see the afternoon game in Halifax. Peter Sundstrom scored the only goal for Sweden. Ryan Trottier with 2 goals. And Team USA opens it up in fine fashion, a 7-1 victory.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how Brian Trottier is received here Monday night against Team Canada. He's a great hockey player to me. He's one of the better centermen in the league. You can see he got off to a fine start today against Sweden.
Play back underway now. Lowe trying to get it out to center ice. Sutter down over the line now, trying to cut past Bengamer, and it's cleared into the corner on the far side. Now Canada, Tonelli. Here's his shot, deflected in front, and right on goaltender Carl Friesen, and out comes Germany once again. They're hustling. They clear it in now. Lowe is back. Lowe, and he stops it. Icing is called, and it'll come back into the German zone for the face-off. Out there, that line again of Sutter, along with Tonelli and Gardner. There's Kevin Lowe. What a fine defensive defenseman he has become. He's been on the ice against him, of course, Sterile, and he is kind of an anchor back there for that Edmonton team.
He sure is. He's a solid two-way defenseman. He doesn't get a lot of points offensively, but he does a great job back there. He was their first pick back in 1979 and been a great asset helping them winning the Cup.
Lowe again. Back inside the zone. Gets the return pass. Now a rink-wide pass out at center ice. Tonelli hustling over the line along with Sutter. Tonelli backed up against the boards. Clears in front as Bork pinched in. And it's cleared past Gartner at the point and out to center ice once again. Now Lowe. Lowe back inside his own zone. Tried to duck free. Taken away from him. There's the shot. Taken wide of the net by Helmut Steiger. Now along the boards. It's Tonelli. Back. Lowe. Parked behind the net. Windle in for checking for Germany. Ahead for Tonelli. At center ice. He's roughed up against the boards by Hook there. And inside the line, the official is knocked down. And there'll be a face-off outside the blue line as Kevin Collins went down just inside the blue line. Well, the outside at the line, you see the check, and it's tough business sometimes, Darryl.
Sometimes you can't help it. They can't get out of the way, and that's one of the cases. Fortunately enough, he wasn't hurt.
Well, Peter Stastny out there with Bob Bourne and Mike Bossy, who missed a great deal of the training camp because of a knee injury. Now Friesen keeping it at the side of the net along the boards for Rudger. Rudger stopped by Coffey, is pinched in at the point. Now Peter Stastny, Rudger again. He pokes it free, but it's kept in by Bossy. Good play by Mike. Back to Coffey. Coffey along the boards. Bourne, Stastny. Stastny tried to work it along the boards. Overskated. The puck is cleared in front. And Friesen got his stick in the way of it. And out to center ice it comes. Coffey backing up near his line. Rudger forechecking, but it's cleared to Bossy. Bossy at center ice. Bossy rink wide. Pass Bourne over the line. He preceded the puck over the line, so the offside is called. 6 minutes and 13 seconds gone in the first period. No score yet in this hockey game.
Well, Canada has had most of the play. They've had great puck control. That's the type of hockey club they've put together. They pass it around. They've been getting a few good scoring chances, but haven't been able to put one in yet.
Now you see Bob Bourne there. He got in an international hockey fight the other night. Rare for Bob Bourne, first of all, although they tell me he handles himself pretty well when it does happen. Against the Czechoslovakian player. It was a pretty good fight. And there's a break over the line now. Obreza clearing it in. Steered into the corner by Fuhr. Bourne is back to get it now. Bourne was in that battle with Ovira of Czechoslovakia. They wound up with 6 minutes and penalties each. Under the international rules, they're hesitant to give fighting majors, which means disqualification. Now Peter Stastny moves in. It's dug loose by Coffey. He swings around behind his own net. Now the lead pass at center ice. Head off on the wing for Coffey, and he nearly swept around the defenseman, Ole Hima. Penalty is called, I believe, for interference or kneeing, and we're going to get the first power play opportunity of the hockey game.
Well, there you see Coffey. That's the type of defenseman he is. He's a rushing defenseman. The German defenseman sticks his skates out and trips him. He would have been in clean.
Well, Ole Hima, you'll be seeing a little more of him, I guess, because he is going to be attending the training camp of the Jersey Devils.
Might be playing against them next winter.
He's certainly one of the best that Germany has ever produced. Only 2 German-born players have ever played in the National Hockey League. They are Willie Huber, who is currently active, and a fellow that you played against, Walt Tkachuk. They were born in Germany, but they, of course, got their hockey training in North America. We may see the first German-trained hockey player in the NHL before long, and why not? 6:47, tripping. Ole Himer's off. Canada on the power play. In the corner. Trying to bang it back now. Swinging loose is Messier. Messier into the corner. Now Gretzky. Gretzky just parked back there. We've seen that before. Out in front, scores.
Well, there's a patented Gretzky move. We've seen it ever since he's been in the National Hockey League. He stands behind the net. I'm sure the Germans aren't used to this. They stood there waiting for him, and when you give Gretzky lots of time, he can either make a good pass or come out like he did there, and he stuck it high into the top corner. There he is walking out. The goalie goes down a little too soon, and the puck goes off his arm and up into the top corner.
I think he might have been in awe of all the people that were around him, because he pulled away from the post, too, which is a bit of a no-no.
Yes. Well, there's a little scramble in front there. There's one of the Canadian players, Anderson, looks like he's in the crease. Initially, maybe bumped him off his feet a little bit.
You know, there's times when there's such a thing as goal crease interference, so he had a little bit of it there, I think, with Anderson running. He got out of the crease, but there was quite a bit of interference just before. All right, we're back underway. Canada leading 1-0. Wilson back to get it. Doug Wilson of the Chicago Blackhawks. Anderson over the line, a shot, and hit the post. That seemed to be a knuckleball, and it bothered Grant Fuhr enough that he completely fanned on it as he reached for it with his glove. At center ice, now Messier kicks it over the line. He's offside on the play. And we'll have a face-off outside the German blue line. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. Set to go outside the blue line. A reminder, this program is broadcast under rights granted by Hockey Canada and the NHL Players Association. It's protected by copyright and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or reuse of this program without the express written permission of the CTV Television Network and TV Labatt is forbidden.
Well, it was nice to see Canada score on that power play. They've been having a little trouble with their power play throughout their training camp. And to be effective and to be a winner in this tournament, you have to score when you get those opportunities.
Bourne over the line off that face-off, trying to clear it in front for Sutter, and the Germans turn it around. Kuhl can't contain it, however, at center ice. At center ice now, Meitinga. Brunchka trying to get it to Meitinga, and a stop. That is Tonelli turning with it. The far side, out they come once again. It's flipped into the German zone. Sutter digging in. Sutter fakes Berndammer, who went for it and clears it behind the net, but there was Trunchka to clear it back out to center ice. Low back inside his own zone. Kuhl is in forechecking off the boards for Sutter. Bourne at center ice now. Bourne to the line. Bourne fading to the boards. Tried to clear it in front. Kuhl was right there. He hooked it free. Now at center ice once again. Swinging down, Meidinger backhanding it in. Fuhr leaving it behind his net now. Stop back there is Low. Bourne and Bork rather in the corner to Low. Low back to Bork. Raymond Bork on the move at center ice, is golfing it along the glass now and into the corner on this side. Reindel's there. Reindl backing up into the corner, clears it to the line, nearly gave that puck up at the blue line to Goulet, who had to clear it back inside his own zone to Coffey. To Gretzky. Here he comes. Gretzky with Middleton. Middleton reaching for it, contains it in his skate, goes to the net, clears it in front. Gretzky scores!
Well, there's another Wayne Gretzky goal. You see, Rick Middleton, he's a nifty little player. That's why they give him the nickname Nifty. He can handle the puck. He was coming in. Looked like he was going to make a deke on the goalie. He passed it out in front to Goulet, I guess it is. It goes off his skates right onto Gretzky's stick, and he shoved it in the open corner of the net.
You know, the key to that play in my mind was the way he handled the puck with his skates as he came over the line.
Well, I missed that, but
Just as he came in over the line, the puck was caught up in his skates, and he managed to get, Middleton did, to get it over to in front of the net, first of all, and set the play up.
Rick Middleton is very, very good with the puck. On a one-on-one situation, he's one of the better guys in the National Hockey League. It looks like sometimes he's going to lose the puck. He looks like he might be falling down. He regains it, and the next thing you know, he's in on alone on the goalie.
Canada leading 2-0 now. We'll catch you up on all of the scoring. We played 9:50 of the first period here at the blue line. Hemar, he shoots it in off the blocker of Pure. Shot it off the glass and just left at the side of the net. Now Middleton overskates it. Hemar backhanding it in front. Back to the blue line it comes. Here's a shot that's off a stick. Reindl moving in. He's checked by Huddy. Gets it again. Reindl out in front. Goes by everybody. Kiesling shot, and he drove it just over the top corner. Out at center ice. Here comes Middleton. Gretzky's ahead of him. He hits the line. Stays onside, but he's forced to circle back. Now drops it over to Huddy. His shot. And Middleton's deflection was stopped by Friesen. Now here's Hemar. Hemar ahead. Kiesling. Reindl at center ice with Steiger. Steiger gets the pass. Back to Reindl in front, but is knocked down. Back comes Team Canada now with Coffey carrying the puck ahead. Past Gretzky and down into the German zone. Friesen out of the net, forced to play the puck. Clears it to Coffey along the boards now. Bossy moving in. He's stopped. And it's Germany ahead now. Rutger's over the line. Rutger stopped. Now he shoots it and it's off a leg wide of the net. Coffey back. Feeds it along the boards. Bossy's there. Bossy. Rutger catching up to him. He clears it to an open wing as Germany was changing. Stastny, Peter Stastny is tied up as he's double teamed by Obresa and Kiesling. And it's Bourne. Bourne to the far side, tried to feed it ahead again. Now ahead for Peter Stastny over the line. Stastny gets the return pass in front and Bourne. Nifty play, but they just reached behind and flipped it away from Bourne. Wilson, maybe an extra play that wasn't necessary. Wilson at the side of the net now. Now starting out for Canada, Wilson, who had a tremendous training camp for Team Canada. Working up through center ice now and over the line. A drop pass by Bossy for Wilson with that big shot of his. And it drifts to the boards on the far side. Robinson pinches in, and it comes by him, but Bossy collects it at center ice. Wilson back inside his blue line. Robinson, Wilson over his stick. Wilson will chase it back. Feeds it behind the net for Robinson. Larry Robinson, veteran of the 1976 Canada Cup. The first one. Peter Stastny at center ice. He's checked off the puck. Now Wilson. Wilson working to the line. There's that big shot again, and Friesen kicks it away. Now deep inside the zone is Steve Yzerman. Yzerman, the youngster from the Detroit Red Wings. Yzerman trying to work it in front. Yzerman after it in the corner. It's hooked away from him. Is doing a good job almost single-handedly in the zone as Peter Sharp. It's loose in front of the net. Two big saves by Friesen. Now once again, Yzerman in front. Fanning on it was Anderson, and it goes down the ice. Back to get it will be Raymond Bourque.
Friesen's going to see a lot of rubber, I think, in this tournament. He's had a number of tough saves tonight, and he's going to see a lot more, I think, before the tournament's out.
Yzerman, he loses the puck at center ice. Schiller back near his line now. Bates turning with it, changing on the fly. Germany, Bates with the shot. He's wide of the net. Anderson overskates it in the corner. Bates is in there as well, behind the net now. Canada, low, out to center ice. Yzerman, Messier down the wing, shoots it on the short side. Berndonner, the captain for Germany. Clearing it straight up ice. Good pass for Dieter Hagen at center ice. Hagen to the line. Hagen working in front of the net. Hagen still with that puck. Fights off a check. Gets the shot away. And he's wide with a good effort by Dieter Hagen. A Montreal Canadiens draft choice of 3 years ago. Hagen's got it again. Number 23. Schiller's checked by Bourque. Now backing up into the corner. Yzerman. Back for Bourque. Bourque swinging back inside his own zone behind the net. Long time between whistles here. Canada out shooting Germany 10-3 at this stage. And they're leading 2-0. Anderson to the line, cutting through the defense, and he's chased away by Hagen. Schiller hits the referee, Doug Olson, with the puck. It's behind the net now. Hustling after it is Sutter. Sutter in the corner. It's hooked away from him by Berndonner. Finally, it's cleared down the ice, and it'll be icing when Charlie Huddy catches up to it. And we'll have a face-off in the German zone. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. Well, a new feature here on this year's Canada Cup telecast. We've got Eddie Westfall down at board level. A different view of the game. Eddie, what are you seeing down there?
German team is the fact that Niedermeyer, the left defenseman, along with Scharf, and Heimer, all three left defensemen, and the Canadians are just going around them constantly, and there's a lot of weakness in that position.
All right, Eddie, one thing that we learned talking to Carl Friesen, the goaltender for Germany, the Winnipeg youngster, was the fact that they're missing two very key defensemen on this team through injury in training camp. So that could be the problem. Tonelli back inside his own zone. They had some tough injuries, and certainly the loss of Eric Kuhnhackl, their big high-scoring centerman, fellow that is much sought after by the New York Rangers, among others, has hurt them dearly as well. Here's Tonelli. He tried to get over the line. I'll tell you one thing, they're hustling, though. They're working very hard, Darryl.
They sure are. That's the type of hockey club we expected from them, and they're not going to give up, that's for sure.
Kiesling clearing it in, and there was a German player trapped inside the blue line, so it'll be the offside and the face-off outside the blue line. There's Udo Kiesling, number 4 for Germany. Played just one game with Minnesota back in 1982, an alternate captain now for this team, but he has played a lot of games representing his country, 163 of them, and he is the senior man now with Kuhnhackl out of the lineup. So the veteran, Udo Kiesling. Played one game, 1982 for Minnesota, in late spring that year. They found his skating a bit wanting, and they sent him back. Okay, back in over the line. Now comes Rainer Blum. He stopped on the play and is fired back out to center ice now. Reindl feeding it inside his own zone. For Peter Sharp, loses the puck, middle in, set, shot it backhand, but he rolled off the end of his stick. Now behind the net, Gretzky. Steiger, this line has been dangerous, as one would expect with Gretzky out there and the likes of a Rick Middleton. The whole unit's pretty dangerous with Robinson and Wilson out there as well. Here's Goulet, all alone. In he goes. He shoots it, and it rolled off the end of his stick. In the corner. They roll it out in front again. Franz Reindl brings it to center ice. Only Robinson back. Höpfner goes over the line, gets the pass, goes to his backhand, clears it in front again, and went right past Reindl. The flip pass kind of bounced and gave Reindl a bit of a problem. Now inside the zone, here's Gretzky. Gretzky, what a move at center ice as he went by Steiger. Back in over the line comes Germany now. Steiger gets the pass. His quick shot is steered into the corner by Grant Fuhr. Gretzky tried to force it out to center ice, and Steiger just intercepted that and blasted it right in there. Grant Fuhr picks it up, steps out of the net, clears it around the boards past Middleton to Gretzky at center ice. Good play by Middleton there. Here's Gretzky on a 2-on-1. Bourne moving in, gets it, and oh, what a play there made by goaltender Carl Friesen. They score. It was Tonelli.
That was a great shot. It was Mike Bossy that shot that puck. He's the type of guy who gets that puck in the slot there. You don't give him too many chances like that. He'll blow it right by you. It's nice to see Mike back playing. He had a little bit of a pain in his knee in training camp, and he's been resting it for the past week, and he looked pretty good in this shot.
Well, I tell you, the last thing in the world you want is Mike Bossy cold in front of a goaltender. I don't care what goaltender it is anywhere in the world. Carl Friesen. Well, he's his life going before him right there.
He's had 57 goal seasons or more in the National Hockey League, so that tells the tale right there.
Yeah. Brisa, people think he may be the best pure goal scorer in the league, although there's some Gretzky fans who will argue the point. Here's Obreza inside the line now. Wolf, and he shot it wide. Now Rutger moving in. Rutger, he flips it in front. Went past everybody on the far side. Mike Bossy collects it now. Behind the net for Bourque. Bourque to Lowe. Lowe ahead for Bourne. Back now. Bourque at center ice. He's got great speed and ability as he hits the line. He's backhanded it in. Chased it himself. Got his own pass to Stastny. Back out in front, and Bossy hoisted it just wide of the net. Bossy's got it again. Bossy trying to duck past a couple of checks, now threw it in front, but it was intercepted by Udo Kiesling, who brings it to center ice for Rutger. Rutger tried to get over the line. He was stopped by the defense, and Bourne's got it, just cruising through center ice. It's taken away from him by Peter Obreza. Kiesling's over the line, and it's offside as Rutger broke in too quickly. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. Well, there's a shot of Wayne Gretzky going into the Team Canada dressing room. Eddie, what's the story on that?
Yeah, Wayne Gretzky got hit right at his own blue line a few moments ago, right early in the shift. You could see when he went down onto the ice that his one leg was bothering him. He was hit straight on, and it looked like he could have been suffering from a Charlie horse, but he's gone to the dressing room, and we'll pass along any information we get.
All right, at center ice, it's Bates. We'll await that report. Eddie is back inside the blue line. Bates gets it at center ice, but can't handle it against Yzerman. Now Yzerman gets it again at center ice. The young Detroit Red Wing star who has really shown his stuff in this series and come to the fore. Yzerman backhanding it in. He circles the defense. Sharp now ridden against the boards with Yzerman. Messier chopping it into the corner. Messier still with that puck now as he works it along and then shot it in front, but it went off a stick. Now swinging away with it is Yzerman. In the corner, Messier as well. Yzerman one-handing it as he moves along the blue line. Now it's clear to Anderson. He took the shot, but it hit a leg as Sharp checks. Now back to the blue line. Huddy's there. Huddy in front of the net now. Messier controlling it in the traffic. Finally, Germany comes away with it with Dieter Hagen at center ice. Hagen to the line, and Coffey got the intercepted pass, takes it out of harm's way behind his own net. Coffey, Messier. He stopped at the blue line, and it's backhanded in. Here's a chance, shot wide by Bates, and Huddy's got it again. Canada getting a little sloppy inside the zone as Schiller knocks it up into the crowd. We'll have a face-off inside the blue line.
Well, there was a case that Canada did get a little sloppy. They made a mistake there. They left the German fellow right in front of their own net, and he happened to shoot wide. He maybe rushed his shot a little bit here.
There's Steve Yzerman, and you've seen him play, Darrell. Very impressed you played against him, but I think he surprised a lot of people in this game.
Well, when he came into training camp, I think that they were looking at some other players maybe to make the hockey club. Apparently from day one, he's been playing outstanding. This line, interesting. They got a lot of speed, and I think they're going to be a key line for Canada throughout the series.
Robinson getting it to the wing now. Out at center ice they come with Gartner carrying the puck, cleared around the boards. Tonelli on this side now. Tonelli with that hustle of his in against the boards, and he goes through some rough sledding behind the net, gets the puck again, out in front, a rebound, and Sutter shot it wide. Good work there by Tonelli. Now Sutter. Out at center ice, Baron-Donner to the far side, Meitinger, Baron-Donner, Trunchka fading to the boards on the far side, looking for a man in front, but it's intercepted and deflected to Tonelli. At center ice, over the line, Gartner with that speed, shot, great save by Friesen, and it's cleared back out to center ice, and Wilson's got it. Robinson can't knock it down. Trunchka swinging back against the boards. Checked by both Sutter. Against the board, Sutter's there, Wilson's there as well. It went past him, and Tonelli's got it. Tonelli hooked away from him by Cool. Sutter feeding it back into his own zone, and Pure directing traffic gives it to Wilson, to Robinson. Robinson off the boards now, and it goes past Gartner and out through center ice, and Kiesling picks it up. Kiesling inside his own blue line. Trunchka, Hemer's off the bench now as it's cleared down to the Team Canada zone. Robinson ahead, Bourne's all alone. Here he comes, all alone in front of the net. Takes the shot, Friesen the rebound. Stastny at the crossbar. Now in the corner, Peter Stastny in front. Now against the boards, Bourne trying to get past Reindl, but it's brought out to center ice once again. Steiger to the line, but Höfner was forced back as Steiger went offside. Höfner back inside his own line for Hemer. Reindl cleared it over two lines, so Steiger just let it go, and Bourne clears it into the German zone. Hemer's back there to get it. Uli Hemer. Reindl along the boards. He takes a big hit just inside the blue line. That by Kevin Lowe, moved in from the point position, but the Germans come out with Helmut Steiger taking the long drifting shot. Pure flipping it in against the boards, and it goes up over the glass and called for the face-off. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. 26 seconds remaining in the first period. 3-0. 2 goals by Wayne Gretzky. Mike Bossy with the other. And it's backhanded in by Reindl in the corner now. Getting a rough ride from Coffey. Tries to cut in front of the net, but he was chased away as it's poked away from him by Grant Fuhr. Now it comes out in front, and Goulet's got it. Ahead from Middleton, but he couldn't knock it down. Hemer turns. Shoots it to the line. Reindl there. Reindl backhanding it into the Team Canada zone with 6 seconds left in the first period. And they'll display this one out inside the zone, and there it is. The end of the first period of play here at the Montreal Forum, and Canada will go to the dressing room of Grant Fuhr, shutting them down. It's 3-0. Canada leading Germany.
Well, the score could have even been a little higher. Canada had some great opportunities there. Friesen made some good saves. Peter Stastny had an open net there. The puck was flipping a little bit. He hit the crossbar. But all in all, I think Canada can be pretty pleased with that period of hockey.
Okay, shots on goal. Canada 15, Germany 8. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. And here's the statistical story of period number 1. Wayne Gretzky on the power play at 7:04. Glenn Anderson and Mark Messier, his Edmonton teammates, helping out on that one. 1-0 Canada. It was Gretzky again, just a minute and a bit later. This time, Goulet and Middleton helped out at 8:59. And then to make it 3-0 for Team Canada, Mike Bossy from Bork and Gretzky. And after one period of play, Canada leads 3-0 over Germany. Canada outshot Germany in that first period, 15-8. We're set to go down. Dangerous. He had one that hit the post on him, and it was looked like a knuckleball to me, Darrell. Just seemed to get under his glove and hit the post behind him.
Well, that shot was just from inside the blue line. It might have ticked a stick or something to take a little dip, and he didn't see it. Fortunately for him, it hit the post of the crossbar and didn't go in.
Well, there's Carl Friesen, the new father from Winnipeg. Just 2 days ago, his wife Judith gave birth to a boy, their first. Our congratulations to him, and he's playing like a new father out there. Not nervous, playing very strong. He's been under pressure. Trunchka inside the zone, clears it out to center ice, and Coffey swings back towards his own blue line, gives it to Huddy. Huddy inside the zone. Here's Meitinger, shot, big save, rebound, loose puck in the goal vault, and Middleton comes back. Middleton at the side of the net, clears it right on a Trunchka's stick, in front for Cool. Cool in front. Meitinger had a chance, and he overskated it. Now Gretzky out at center ice. Huddy has trouble. Cool's back in over the line with Meitinger. Cool, set, Deeks, shoots over top of the net. That time it was deflected over top of the net. Germany with the pressure on, cleared in front of that. Meitinger couldn't control it against the checking. Now Middleton. And out comes Canada finally. Goulet. Goulet backhanding it into the German zone. Freeze in front of the net. Kiesling at the side of the net.
We talked earlier about Grant Fuhr and his reflexes. Well, there was a case where he made a couple great saves. It looked like the German player had the empty net, and he reacted, and he got a stick on a couple of shots there.
Low now against the boards. It's very important. You have to have the goaltending. Here's Steiger. Steiger fanned on it as he tried to spin and shoot. Out at center ice, Yzerman can't get it. Sharp. Steiger wristing it off the boards behind him, and Bork has to go into his own zone under checking pressure from Höfner. Now behind the net, Bork is there. Bork cutting in front of his own net, now working into center ice. He's a great puck handler, tried to feed it ahead, and Steiger intercepted it. Now Reindl at the line, Yzerman. Anderson just one-handing a pass to Messier, and he's offside. Anderson was pushed in over the line by Höfner. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. Well, there's Wayne Gretzky at the end of the bench. I'm not so sure that he is going to see a lot of action here. I don't think it's very necessary at this stage in the hockey game or the tournament.
Well, there's some big games coming up, as we all know, and Wayne's going to be counted on in these games. And he picked up his 3 points in the first period, had a great first period. Let's hope he's not seriously injured.
Puck is clear to the side of the net. Tough to get a guy like Gretzky out of the lineup. He wants to play. Bork out. That's the one thing that you notice about his record in pro hockey. Here's a chance for Yzerman now getting in, but it rolled off the end of his stick as he tried to go to his backhand. Now along the boards, out to center ice comes Höfner again. Höfner with Reindl catching up. Höfner over the line had trouble against Bork, who was coming in from behind. Now here's Bloom. Bloom off a couple of legs, and then it's deflected wide. That was Steiger cutting to the side of the net. Now it's cleared ahead. At the blue line, unable to get loose is Messier. Messier gets the pass again at center ice. Cleared back in again. Now again Canada. Bork. Now to Messier. Messier over the line. Messier working in front. Anderson deflected it in. Tried to pop it free. There's a hard shot by Wilson cutting in from the point. Out in front. Messier fanned on it. Steiger's got it. For Germany. Ahead. Over the line. Steiger gets the return pass, but they held a little too long. Rutger. And it's offside. All right, down below, Eddie Westfall. Eddie getting in, but it rolled off the end of his stick as he tried to go to his backhand.
They've decided that they want to play the game a little differently, take some of the heat off the goaltender, and some good forechecking have afforded them some opportunities. 3 now, early here in the stages of period number 2. Some good stops by Fuhr.
Eddie. Robinson inside the line to Doug Wilson. Back to Larry Robinson. Ahead. Robinson gets it again. The veteran at center ice now. Says he's feeling the best he has in about 6 years about playing the game of hockey. Here's Bourne in front. Shot it wide. I think he shot off his back foot there as he And he got a pretty good shot away as well. Here's Bossy now. He had to tap it back into the corner to his New York Islander teammate Bourne. Into the corner. Along the boards, Niederberger, and he clears it out to center ice. Wilson will have to go back. Fuhr's way out of his net, but Wilson collected it. Robinson comes back to help out. He's got the puck now. Robinson with Wolf on top of him, another Canadian player, Canadian-born player. Baron Wilson behind the net. Robinson taps it back to Wilson. Wolf in on top of him again. Wilson. Here he comes to the blue line to center ice. Peter Stastny shooting it in. Has to get it is Niederberger, but the shot by Bossy is wide of the net. Now in the corner for Germany. Baron Donner pinned in there. Wolf goes in as well. Wolf's from Toronto. Bossy in the corner. A lot of play in the corners right now. Checking getting a little tighter. Out in front. Stastny tried to get through some traffic. Got a shot away. And I'll tell you, he got that away in close quarters. Now it's Coffey at center ice. Huddy backing up near his line. Huddy, Coffey on the far side, but Rudger's there. Clears it out to center ice. And a shot right back in again. Huddy will go back for it. Charlie Huddy touches it. The icing is called. 3-0 Canada. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. Face off deep in the German zone. In there to take the draw for Germany is Dieter Hagen, who I think up front has been the best German player. He seems to be more things happening when he's out there than anybody else. Former Canadiens draft pick. Montreal Canadiens draft pick. Here's Sutter feeding it back into his own zone. He gets the return pass. Brent Sutter, another surprise in the Team Canada camp. He moves it along and clears it in. Heimer ahead. Schiller at center ice now. Peter Schiller over the line. Bates tried to cut through the defense. Falls down on his knees. Managed to get it to a teammate, but then it's stripped away, and out comes Tonelli. Tonelli with Gartner and Sutter. Tonelli just stops inside the blue line now. He'll try and set it up. Rink wide for Huddy. He steps in. His shot right on. Big save again. Out along the boards, past Hagen, the center ice, and away out of his net now is Fuhr. Fuhr just clearing it up ice again. Heimer to Bates. Bates goes down. Sutter will draw a penalty for tripping.
Well, it looked like Brent didn't try to do that. I think the fellow, they were just going opposite directions. He might have got his knee out a little bit, but he took a penalty. It's nice to
a chance to see a little help there, too.
Stuck his leg and his stick out. I guess he got a piece of it. But it's nice to see a Sutter on Team Canada. I know from playing with Ronnie and Rich in Philadelphia. They're people with great character, and it's nice to see Brent make this hockey club. Unfortunately, Brian, who I know from playing against Brian for a number of years, he's a real competitor. He's the leader in St. Louis, and it was probably a big disappointment that he didn't stay with the hockey club. And it's tough for players such as that. I looked at it in 1981 when I was invited to training camp. I'd rather been the 34th guy in training camp than the 35th guy sitting at home. Unfortunately, I didn't make it either, but it was nice to be a part of it for that 3 weeks.
Well, the puck from the faceoff is cleared into the German end. So Germany on the power play now. Their first power play opportunity, only the second penalty called in the game. This is Prunchka coming out of his own zone now. Ahead, Meitingen over to Kiesling. Kiesling over the line. His shot, that's kicked up into the crowd. And we'll have a faceoff inside the Team Canada zone now as we look there at Udo Kiesling of Germany. Senior man, as we mentioned, on this team, the alternate captain.
A number of the German players stay in Germany. They do not come to the NHL because they make good money over there. They're still called amateurs, but different companies over there paying big salaries. A guy like Kuhnhackl is making $150,000, $200,000 a year. He's a big hero, and that's why they're not in the National Hockey League.
Puck is cleared behind the net. Gretzky is on the ice. So Gretzky's there killing a penalty, of all things. So it can't be that serious. Either that or you just can't keep him on the bench, and it's probably the latter.
Well, he doesn't seem to be missing any of his stride out there. He's skating very well.
The big thing about that, if it's a Charlie horse, will be what it's like tomorrow morning when he gets up. That's when they start to tighten up, and they'll ice it down tonight. Trunchka now forced behind his own net now under a lot of heavy forechecking pressure from Messier. Look at that job. And he comes away with the puck. How about that? Now back inside the Team Canada zone. Here's Bork around the boards for Lowe out to center ice. Gretzky's got it now, going one-on-one with Heimer. Heimer to the line, and he's checked away from him, and back comes Germany now, Meitinger to Kuhl, over the line. Kuhl, rink wide, trying to get it to Trunchka, cutting up the middle. And back comes Canada with Bossy to the line. Took the two-line pass, and it's called on the offside with 43 seconds left in the German power play. There's Mike Bossy. He had the problems with his knee, missed a great deal of the training camp. Obviously, it was in good shape coming in because he doesn't look like he's missed a thing.
Well, I think he took a little flack in the press, too, where they were indicating that maybe he didn't want to be here. And he says he didn't say that at all, and sometimes it gets blown out of proportion. But I know Mike Bossy, he wouldn't be the type of player and play on 4 Stanley Cup teams and score the number of goals he does if he's not a competitor. And I'm sure he's happy to be out there.
Well, there's a screenshot that came right in on Grant Fuhr. I think he saw that at the last instant and made the save. So now we've got 37 seconds left in the power play. Now Grant Fuhr, the little guy who played his junior hockey at Victoria, BC, coming to the league. And he's one of those young goaltenders who perhaps came into the league a lot younger than goaltenders used to come in. And he has done the job. Downstairs, Eddie Westfall. What's the story, Eddie?
Just taking a look at the ice, Ron. It looks a little heavy for Montreal ice. There's some water now starting to show through around the blue lines and in front of Grant Fuhr's net. We'll have to keep a closer watch on that as the game goes along.
Well, over 6 minutes gone in the period, 6:45 gone in the second period now, and it hasn't hardened up, so it tells you that it's a little humid and a little warm here in the building. There's a shot from the slot by Reindl. Sharp moves in, side of the net. They try to get it in front, and Reindl goes after it against the boards once again. Bloom at the point, but it goes right through his legs and out to center ice. Bloom has to go back for it. 13 seconds left in the penalty now. Power play for Germany. The pass is past Steiger, deep into the Team Canada zone. Fuhr steps out. Messier's there. Cleared through the legs of Robinson. Bourne on the far side. Tried to tap it back to Wilson. Now Bourne again, and he clears to the center ice. The penalty is over. Sutter comes out of the penalty box and immediately dumps one of the German players at center ice. Down goes Sharp. Steiger goes into center ice with the puck, but Bourne is back. Now Robinson. Robinson working with that puck. At center ice, it's off Bossy's leg. He's back inside his zone. Coffey cutting in front of the net, fires it off the glass and out to center ice. Sharp is there, it's checked away. Bourne hustles into the corner after that puck. Bloom coming back to help out. Bloom had it cleared off his leg into the boards on this side, out to center ice once again. It bounces past Coffey. Hefner is back there, but Coffey gets to it first, and he gets the pass away to Bossy at center ice. Bossy with one of the goals, 2 for Gretzky. Bourne over the line. He ducks past the defense now as Berendonner was unable to contain him. Bossy out in front. There's the shot. Coffey had a great chance, and it was shot right into the pads of the goaltender. Here's Bridger. His shot. That's scooped up off the ice, and Fuhr will hold on for the face-off. This is the Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. And the face-off deep inside the Team Canada zone. In the past 2 years, over 170,000 kids have been awarded Esso Medals of Achievement. These minor hockey awards are just one of the many community programs that Esso supports across Canada, because to Esso, it's a good, healthy way for youngsters to grow and develop. And tonight, Esso is also pleased to provide the Player of the Game Award, a handsome Eskimo carving.
The Germans seem to be playing a little better this period. They're checking a little closer. Canada making some sloppy passes, and Germans are getting quite a few more shots than they did in the first period.
Well, Wolf is chased out of the face-off circle. Manfred Wolf, who lives in Aurora, Ontario now in the off-season. Played 69 games for Germany now. Has a German passport.
Interesting to note on face-offs here. I think that's one of Canada's strong points in face-offs against the European teams.
Always has been. The interesting thing about the Soviets is that they've never really worked that part of the game to the perfection they have other parts. Here's Yzerman over the line now. Yzerman against the boards. There's it around behind the net on the far side. You might fill us in as to why, Darrell, a little later on, but Wolf now moves in. Out along the boards to center ice now. Working in, is at least trying to get in, is Peter Obrejza. And again, Canada collects the puck inside its own zone. Given up, Obrejza, the shot, scores! Obrejza with a clear steal right in the slot, and Germany is on the board.
Well, there was a case again of Canada making a little bit of a sloppy play. It came out to Obrejza. He has a good shot. He shot it. Fuhr was starting to go down. It went right between his legs. maybe that might give them a little bit of a lift. You know, they've been playing fairly well this period. They're nervous. They were probably nervous going into the first period, and they're picking it up.
Well, they worked for that goal. I mean, they had enough chances in this period. They should be on the board.
Certainly. Fierce made a number of good saves this period, and
so Breitza gets the goal unassisted, and it's now 3-1 Canada. Gretzky's out there. He has 2 of the goals for Canada. Rick Middleton now to Gretzky. He's over the line. Gretzky just stopped inside, just feathers a pass to Middleton. Middleton with 2 good moves. And finally, Hemer took it away from him. Bates out at center ice. Bates working it to the line. Now Hagen is forced back. Hagen cutting along the blue line through center ice once again. Here he comes over the line. Dieter Hagen now feeds it in front and behind the defense there. And getting a chance was Michael Betts. Now Hemer, Hagen cutting in front of his own net again. Hagen at center ice, knocked down by Wilson. Now cleared ahead once again. Bates goes into forecheck, but Canada with the puck now. It's off a stick. Schiller out at center ice. Schiller checked at center ice. Hemer, Robinson for Canada. Pass Goulet with that lead pass. Hiesling goes down. Puck is against the boards. Hemer in the corner on the far side. Schiller for Germany, the lead pass. Bates can't knock that down. Wilson will get it in the far corner, and icing will be called. Face-off back down inside the German zone. Well, there are the medals that Esso present. The kids across Canada who have been awarded Esso Medals of Achievement. Fine program, minor hockey awards, one of their many community programs awarded by Esso across the country. Proud to have them aboard for this 1984 edition of the Canada Cup. Huddy at center ice. He missed a check. Meitinger over the line. Cool gets the puck at center ice, then loses it, then tapped it back into the Team Canada zone, and John Tonelli behind his net and fighting off a check. And again, the Germans are right in on top of Team Canada. Now Tonelli will try again, this time on the pass from Gartner. Gartner gets the return pass, the line. It scores! Hit the far post and into the net, and Canada goes ahead 4-1 on a blistering shot by Mike Gartner.
Well, I think he caught Friesen napping a little bit back in the crease. Mike Gartner has an excellent shot. He has good speed. He scores a lot of goals in the NHL coming off that wing. He caught it there. It just went inside the post off of Friesen. I'm sure Friesen's not used to these type of shooters at him constantly in the leagues he plays in over there.
Well, he may have thought he had the angle, but he was back just enough so he gave him that little bit. You know, Gartner, he can score goals. And
well, it was a perfect shot, it was.
Just rattled it off the post. Tonelli gets the assist on it. And Charlie Huddy will draw the second assist as Coffey brings it in over the line, drops it in front there. Backing up, getting it front is Huddy. Huddy got it in there, but it's deflected away, and Höpfner goes after it, but Huddy's back there as well, and he's got the puck. Cutting along the blue line ahead. Nice pass for Gartner, but he couldn't contain it. Now back for Coffey. Coffey just backing up into his own zone. Steiger into forecheck, put it right through his legs. Gartner to Huddy, over to the far side, to the line now. Bearing it at the side of the net. Sutter's there and scooped up off the ice by Friesen. He holds on, and the face-off will be held deep in the German zone. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV.
Eddie Westfall back at the Forum, and the goal that Mike Gardner just scored doesn't seem to dent the enthusiasm of the Team German club. They were very high coming into this period, a big change for them. They decided to go into an offensive pattern a little more. It's paid off, and they're still very enthusiastic as I stand here next to them.
All right, Eddie, and up here, Ron Rouge along with Darryl Sittler. We're watching Canada in a 4-1 lead right now, and we're just past the midway point of regulation time in this hockey game. Wolf ahead now. Here comes Obreitza back to Wolf. He got a shot away, but it's a weak one, and it would have been wide, and it was even steered wider by goaltender Grant Fuhr. Peter Stastny in the corner. Bork is there as well. It's poked away now. Back out to the blue line. There's Hemer's shot, and that deflected, and it was a good play by Rudger, but he deflected it just wide. Peter Stastny, that lead pass, Fosse's alone, scores! The one thing in the world you can't have happen to you.
Well, there's Mike Fosse again. When he gets in alone, he puts the puck in the net. Eddie Westfall mentioned earlier about Team Canada working on the left-hand side of the German defense, and I don't know if it's that they're that weak or the Canadians are that strong, because we have Middleton, who's a 45, 50 goal scorer. Gartner's a 40 goal scorer every year. Bossy gets 50, 60 a year, and Anderson scored 60 goals. So it's pretty tough to defend players such as that. There's another great shot. He takes a look and he throws it upstairs. Friesen really didn't have any chance on it.
Well, now it's Bossy with 2 goals and Gretzky with 2 goals, and it's 5-1 Canada. Now inside his own zone, low, ahead for Bossy, and up the wing he comes now. Peter Stastny hauled down from behind. Bossy makes a great move, gets in there, clears it in front, chip over top of the net. Great chance there for Bob Bourne, but he just chipped it up over top. Now it's chopped in front of the net. Bourne jousting for it in front of the net along with Riles. Now it's cleared in, backhanded away by Sharp, and Hagen's got it. Just inside his own line. Sharp at center ice. Peter Stastny couldn't hold it. Bates along the boards to Wilson. Wilson swinging back into his own zone to Robinson. Back to Wilson. Wilson at center ice for Sharp. Sharp over the line now, and Anderson coming back past Bates just takes the puck and gives it to Robinson. Robinson up ice. Messier, Anderson. Yzerman catching up. Messier couldn't get that pass. Dieter Hagen did a good job coming back. Hagen, who is accused of not having a lot of intensity, has played pretty well for Germany here, and he's come back well. Sharp ahead, Schiller, but it was hooked away from him by Robinson, who was half a step behind him, and he forced it offside, and a face-off again just outside the Canada blue line. Well, there you see the coach of Germany, Xavier Unsin, who played for Germany in the 1960 Olympics. They went 0-10 in Squaw Valley, did Germany. And he vowed at that point that he would try and do something with German hockey. He's done quite a bit. They tied Sweden at the Olympic tournament, 1-1, a tremendous hockey game at Sarajevo. They won a bronze medal in the 76 Olympics.
And this team's only been together since August the 15th, so they really haven't had a lot of time to work together, although they played in Sarajevo in the Olympics. But as a team, they've only been together for 2 weeks, and that's not a whole lot of time.
And there's the other half. Len Sather, under a lot of pressure, I think. He is trying to do something different here. He is trying to go away from tradition. He's trying to make this Team Canada an offensive-minded unit.
Well, he's had the success in Edmonton, that's for sure. You can't argue with success winning the Stanley Cup. If you're going to beat the Soviets and beat the Czechoslovakian team, you have to have players that can skate and handle the puck. You try to beat them at their own game.
Well, he has put that probably more than any coach in NHL history has put the European style of play into the game.
I think the defensemen really become an important part of the offensive part of the game. The European game, the defenseman comes up and acts as a fourth forward a lot of the times and creates scoring chances. And the type of defenseman we have on Team Canada are that type of defenseman. You've seen tonight a number of times the defenseman had the puck right in the slot and a great scoring opportunity.
Well, you just saw Glenn Anderson there, no stranger at all to international play. He played, of course, with the Olympic team of Canada in 1980 at Lake Placid. Here's Meitinger, his shot, he's wide of the net as the angle was cut off by the goaltender Grant Fuhr. Gretzky is over the line with Anderson, but Trunchka came back. He's got the puck, Meitinger back to the line now, makes a move. Chased into the corner, Robinson. Robinson just took the puck away from him. Down goes Messier at the side of the net. Standing his ground is Wilson. Behind the net, Meitinger tried to throw it out in front. It went off his skate, and Messier's got it. Messier just hoists it to center ice. Gretzky tried to knock it out of midair. Went past him. And it's back inside the German blue line. Meitinger, Trunchka to Kuhl. Kuhl is to the line. Kuhl dropping it. Now he keeps possession of it. Now stops, gives it to Trunchka. Trunchka being checked closely by Anderson. Trunchka fighting off. It looked like he took a high stick there as he was fighting it off. An inadvertent high stick from Glenn Anderson, but he's all right. And he gets back to the bench. As back over the line comes Coffey. Gretzky's there. He ran some interference on Meitinger, but the Germans come back out again to the line. Kiesling shot. He fanned on it partially. In the corner now as Gretzky's a little slow coming off the ice. Out comes Huddy. Huddy off the boards at center ice. Sutter can't reach that pass and is fired back into the Team Canada zone by Steiger. Gartner behind his own net. Nearly checked off the puck by Reindl. On the far side now. A rink-wide pass, and Charlie Huddy, number 2 for Canada, hits the line with it, and he preceded the puck in. It got it caught up in his skates, and we'll have a face-off outside the blue line. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. Face-off outside the blue line. Sutter out there with Gartner and Tonelli for Canada. Hefner for Germany as Huddy goes back inside his own zone to pick up the puck.
Well, this smaller ice surface might have an effect on the Germans. They're used to playing on the big ice surface. I've talked to a number of the players. They weren't practicing on a smaller rink, and they were over there like the Russians had been, and I'm sure it has an effect on them. They don't get the room that they would over in their home country.
Well, about as much effect, I would imagine, as it does for Canada going over there, and it is a difficult adjustment, one way or the other. Good slugging going on inside the zone now. Sutter gets the return pass, goes to his backhand, shoots it! It went over top of the net. Now in the corner again. Tonelli trying to dig it out. Tonelli roughed up against the boards. Now Hemer's there. One thing Germany can do is play it rough. If they catch you, they'll play it rough. They can go with the best of them. Reindl is chased off the puck. Now at the center ice is Tonelli. Tonelli over the line. He's checked by Sharp. Tonelli trying to get it again. Controls it inside the line, but he's under close checking now. Now it's tapped into the corner by Gartner. Out in front now. It rolls off a stick. Sutter shoots it, and Friesen getting up. Hit that one, and I got it. Hit his chest protector. Oh, he's just in the way of a shot in that particular instant. Puck is cleared to center ice once again. Over the line comes Gretzky. Gretzky dropping it back. Here's Gretzky getting the pass once again out in front. The shot missed the net. In the corner, Gretzky still chasing after that puck. Gretzky can't contain it. Rudger shoots it to center ice. Obreitza. Now Goulet over the line for Gretzky. Gretzky with Bloom on top of him. Goulet in front for Middleton, and it deflected behind him. In the corner now. Goulet trying to work it free. Gretzky there in the corner. Gretzky out for Goulet. Goulet around behind the net now. He's looking for Middleton in front. Gets it to Middleton, but he's behind. Everybody's behind the net right now. Nobody to pass it to. And finally, Friesen holds on, covers up. We'll have a face-off deep in the German end. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. So we're set to go. It is 5-1 Canada with 3:23 remaining in the second period. Just saying, when we were off on the break, this has not been a dull game. Darryl, it's been kind of some few things that happened that worth talking about and worth noting. And certainly I think the effort of Germany has really been a valiant one and a noble one.
Well, there has been some excellent puck handling and playmaking. For instance, the last shift, Canada had great puck control, passed it around, and when they are getting good scoring chances, Friesen's coming up with some excellent saves. And I think that's one of the exciting parts of a hockey game, when goalies do come up with great saves like that, and Fuhr's made a few good saves himself.
You know, I look back at 1981, Darryl, and I'm sure you remember it, how this fella, who was a good hockey player, there was no doubt about it, broke into real prominence, Rick Middleton. And you think back at that and the years he has had since 1981, when I think he has turned into one of the best all-round hockey players in the National Hockey League.
Very much so. He's very consistent, and that's what you look for a hockey player, to see how consistent he is. He's scored 40, 50 goals regularly in the last 4 or 5 years. That was a good trade for Boston, getting him.
Getting him from the Rangers for, what was it, Ken Hodge at that time? Turned out to be an excellent one. Here's Robinson now. Bossy on this side. Bossy to the blue line, but Hagen keeps it in. Quick shot, and there's another one of those knuckleballs, but this time Grant Fuhr was right on top of it. Came off Mikhail Bitt's stick, and Canada comes back with it. Over the line, and Friesen with people in on top of him. He juggled the puck a little bit, and that brought a little bit of a rise, although not the usual reaction. You see that sort of thing in the NHL, and you get a bunch of shoving in front of the net. Not the same kind of reaction in international hockey.
Well, you definitely want to protect your goalie. You don't want players coming in there and taking a shot at them, but the defenseman's job is to clear it and to protect the goalie in such cases.
All right, near the net. Here's a quick shot. That's over top of the net. That's a great wrist shot taken just off the face-off, taken by Mike Bossy. Who else? Over the line, Stastny. Peter Stastny. He fed it to an open wing. Bossy is cut behind him. Peter, I think, was looking for his brother at that particular time, and used to play perhaps there.
But definitely there is an advantage when you play with a guy for a number of years, such as the Stasnys have, or even Brian Trottier and Mike Bossy. I was interesting to note how Bossy would do without Trottier. They're both great hockey players, but when they're together, they're even that much better. But so far, Bossy's got 2 goals and doing quite well.
And so has Brian Trottier, may we say. They two in the win this afternoon. Speak of the devil, here he comes now. Bossy over the line. Bossy, rink wide. Stastny couldn't get that pass. Schiller's got it at center ice. Now Niederberger over for Bates. Bates over the line with Hagen. Over for Schiller, and he can't reach it as Coffey swings through with it. Now Bates on the far side, chops it back for Schiller, but Coffey's there again. Coffey in the corner. Coffey feeding it ahead. And out to center ice it comes once again, but Peter Stastny can't get loose, and Kiesling's to the line. He tried to make an extra move on Larry Robinson and lost possession. Coffey ahead. Here comes Anderson all alone, fighting off a check, and he's hauled down. Be a penalty called here. Canada still in possession. Messier, Coffey put it right on the stick. And out at center ice, the whistle goes as Meitinger carried the puck, and we'll have a penalty called on Germany.
Well, Anderson has great speed. He cut in behind the defenseman there. He was going to try to take the puck on his backhand and maybe throw it upstairs, but he didn't have any chance of getting a shot away. As you see there, he was hooked.
Well, Uli Heimer, there was no way that he was going to let him get behind him. That's what you call a good penalty, I suppose.
Well,
give him a clean shot.
It all depends whether Canada scores on this power play or not, whether it'll be a good one or not. But you don't want to let a guy get a clear shot, that's for sure.
2 minutes for booking at 18 minutes.
Trunchka inside his line. Gretzky's on the power play. The point men are Coffey and Huddy. Gretzky's there along with Glenn Anderson and Mark Messier. So what we've got out there right now is a total Edmonton unit. Here's the lead pass, and Anderson couldn't reach that. And it's cleared back into the Team Canada zone. Less than a minute remaining in the period now. Huddy flips it into the corner. Trunchka's there. Trunchka trying to force it out in front. Canada back up with it now. The lead pass over the line comes Gretzky. Gretzky along with Coffey and Messier. Gretzky trying to flip it in on the short side. Backhand shot into the short side for Coffey. Diving out and covering up is Friesen. He holds on face off deep inside the German zone.
Well, Wayne had a nice chance there, and he cut in off the wing. It was a nice pass by Huddy to get him in the clear. He's looking to make a deke. Similar to almost his first goal, where Friesen goes down a little bit. He couldn't get the puck up. And then he makes another fine play from behind the net, putting it right on Coffey's stick.
He made so many moves on him, and I think the thing about Friesen was that he didn't go for them. He just kind of stood his ground and waited for something to happen. And then at the last instant, when he got so close, he cut off the angle, and there was nothing to shoot at. Now in the corner. Along the boards and out to center ice, and Coffey's got it now. Coffey ahead, waiting for Gretzky to get onside. Messier flipping it through to Gretzky, and Friesen had a little trouble holding it. Now covers it up with his glove, and we'll have a face-off deep in the German zone. And again, we have 21 seconds left in the period, 1:07 left in the penalty.
There's something new. They have Mike Bossy on the point, and I don't recall him ever playing the point in the National Hockey League on the power play. We'll see how he makes out here.
Shot like that, but he's so good in front of the net that in the Islanders' scheme of things, they have good point men. Denny Potvin and the like. Anderson, Coffey over now for Bossy. Bossy setting it up to Anderson. His shot is wide. They roll it in front, right through everybody. Coffey's there. Coffey in the corner. Cutting to the side of the net, and it's cleared away and down the ice with 5 seconds left. So that'll just about kill the penalty as Grant Fuhr gives it to Messier. Messier taps it off the boards. Anderson at center ice. And the siren goes, and the end of the second period. Canada has taken a 5-1 lead on West Germany. Goals in this period by Gartner and Bossy for Canada, Obresa for Germany. To go with the goals by Gretzky, 2 of them in the first period, and Bossy's first of 2 on the night. So Canada outshot Germany 7. They were outshot, I guess, in that period by Germany 11-7. So it was interesting, but I think it was an indication of the type of period it was.
It was a good period of hockey. The Germans did have a few good chances. They did get a goal. You know, they're here for the first time. One of the things from talking to their players on their hockey club, they don't want to go home embarrassed. You know, they're proud to be here. They deserve to be here. They played very well in the '83 World Championships, although Finland did not have a lot of their NHL players, but Germany played well enough to beat Finland a couple times over there and to be here. And they want to make a good showing. They don't want to get blown out every night, and they're working at it.
All right, well, the score after 2 periods here at the Montreal Forum, Canada 5, Germany 1. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. Well, here's the story on second period. Obresa broke the shutout of Grant Fuhr's unassisted. Gartner then scored from Tonelli and Huddy, and then Mike Bossy with his second goal of the Canada Cup and second of the game. And it is now 5-1, just underway here in the third period. And a face-off on a play just near the net. And it's deep inside the zone, so now Canada in possession. Power play for Canada. Here's Gardner going in. He shot it just wide. Along the boards, it's Lowe, feeding it into the corner. Tonelli digs it out. Tonelli back to Lowe. The penalty is over now. Lowe into the corner again. Tonelli out in front. Quick shot there by Gardner. It's loose in front of the net, and Sutter couldn't get his backhand away. And it's cleared to center ice. Raymond Bourque's there. Lowe back to Bourque. Bourque working through center ice now. Down to the line. They flip it into the corner. Varandaner. Trunchka. Had a great second period. Coming out. Here's Trunchka at center ice now. The teams are at even strength. 5-1 Canada leading. Trunchka just inside the line. Meininger. And it's back out at center ice again for Reindl. Kiesling is checked on the play. Gardner can't get free as he is interfered with by Heimer inside the line. Now cleared across the goal mouth. Peter Stastny on the far side now. Stastny getting it back to Bourque, but he couldn't get it caught in his skates now, and out come Germany, but cutting across is Wilson. He feeds it back for Gardner. Gardner drops it off for Bourque. He's a great skater, and he moves, fakes the shot, tried to pass it across. Good move there by Heimer. Now in the corner, along the boards. Up to center ice, it's knocked down at center ice for Bourque, and he comes right back in over the line. And now Bourque feeding it into the corner. Heimer's back there to get it along the boards to center ice, and Larry Robinson will go back to touch it. No icing. Pure out of the net, leaves it for Robinson, who blindly feeds it up ice, and Bossy is right there. Bossy swinging back near the boards. Now Bourne at center ice. They're working with Peter Stastny. Bourne over the line. Now here's Bossy. Bossy couldn't control it, but Wilson was right there, fed it against the boards. Now it's cleared to center ice by Heimer. Robinson. Bourne. Robinson. Hefner moving into forecheck as Bourne takes the pass. Reindl's in on top of him now. Takes the check, moves the puck along the boards for Wilson. Over for Robinson. Robinson ahead for Peter Stastny, who couldn't reach that pass. Germans take over now as Hefner circles back to his own blue line. Through center ice, knocks it into the Team Canada zone once again, and Wilson's there. Wilson round the boards for Bossy on the far side. Bossy, Bourne at center ice now. Bourne ducks a check very neatly against Steiger, takes the shot right along the ice. Bourne's after it in the corner. Bourne put it right on Hefner's stick. Hefner gets the checking of Bossy along the boards now, having trouble getting out of the zone. Now it's at center ice for Reindl. Reindl is knocked down. Bloom's got it. Bloom ahead now for Hefner. Hefner with Reindl. Reindl shot, hit the post, hit the outside of the post, winds up in the corner for Messier. Messier ducks a check. Now circling out Hefner. Kicked into the corner once again. Steiger's there, but so is Coffey, and Coffey's got the puck. Coffey ahead for Messier. Messier at center ice now. Messier along with Gretzky as Messier comes in over the line, cradles that puck, feeds it into the slot, and there's nobody there but Hefner for Germany. He clears it to center ice, and Rüdiger over for Obreitza. He's forced to circle back. Feeds it into his own zone. Back out to center ice by Sharp. Now dropping it back is Huddy. Gretzky's got it. Gretzky dropping it off for Anderson over the line with Messier, but Messier cut across the line too quickly. 5-1. Canada leads Germany. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. Face-off will be outside the blue line. We were mentioning face-offs earlier, Darrell, and there could be a good reason for the weakness on face-offs in Europe.
Well, possibly it might be because of the non-stop in the action of play. Like, for instance, we went 3.5 minutes there without a face-off, and maybe they just don't take as many over there to get the kind of work that our players get.
We talk about the way Canada plays the game. There's Gretzky now breaking in. Gretzky cutting to the side of the net. Gretzky had it stripped away from him. Back out in the slot. Scores! Gretzky with a hat trick.
That's quick. Gretzky. He just picked up from where he left off last season in the Stanley Cup playoffs and throughout the season. And he's an opportunist. That's his third shot on goal and the third one that went in.
There it is. And take a look at the quickness now. Always in possession.
Wayne made a nice quick move there. A real cute move, kind of threw his feet back into Anderson. He turned and pivoted. Anderson put it right back on his stick. A nice high shot up in the top corner.
The advantage of being with a teammate.
Yeah, it certainly helps. A very, very nice play here. Friesen again, he's going down. Maybe that's one of his weaknesses. He tends to go down quite a bit, and the upper corners of the net are open.
Well, they've been shooting high on him, that's for sure. There's the good play. Good stoppage there, first of all, by Gretzky, and then the turn pass. Boy, he picked a corner, though, didn't he?
He sure did. That's why he gets 60, 70, even 90 some years.
Or 100, or whatever is in the future for him. the old line. I hate to see him when he's healthy. He seems to be playing hurt tonight. He's got the hat trick already. Here's Hagen in the corner now. Schiller's in there as well. It's 6-1 Canada leading now. Gretzky with a hat trick, 2 for Bossy. Coffey draws an assist as well as Messier. Anderson trying to fight his way through the middle to strip Bates of the stick, but Kiesling has the puck, but on his pass it was intercepted by Messier. Coffey. Out comes Huddy. Turns. Coffey again. Coffey through center ice, gets it over the line for Messier. We've got a total Edmonton unit out there again. In the corner. Along the boards to center ice, and Hagen's got the puck now. Hagen moving down to the line. Hagen cutting across. Hagen getting set. There's the shot. He just got it up on end, but the rebound comes back to Bates, who got a shot away, but it was stopped by Huddy. Now Gretzky. Gretzky to Coffey. Messier stopping, feathering it to center ice, and Gretzky's got a step on the defense. Hagen coming back. Gretzky stops, feeds it in front, knocked down. Anderson shot on the short side. Friesen only had to hold the post there. Now here's Betts at center ice. Goulet back there with him, back checking. Goes to the line, but it's cleared away by Huddy and back out to center ice. Here's Peter Stastny. Goulet catching up, but it's offside. Face off in the center ice zone. 6-1 Canada leads. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. The face-off will be about 10 feet inside the blue line in Team Canada territory. There's Goulet feeding it back low.
Number 16, Meitinger out there. He's played a pretty good game. He's the player that the Germans are expecting to maybe take over for Kuhnhackl. He's been hurt partially the last couple of seasons and really hasn't played a full season, but he's a good young player.
Aired out in front. Stastny getting that pass from Middleton, but unable to convert it. Now Goulet backed up against the boards. Stastny in the corner. Stastny working his way free now. Stastny. And it's deflected to center ice, and Lowe's got it there. Lowe just inside his zone. Middleton and to work it free. Now he's in his own zone. Middleton, Goulet. Goulet fed it to an open wing, chases it himself. He's being forced back there by Kuhl. Now gives it to Bourque. Bourque in front of his own net. There's Lowe. Lowe back to Bourque. Raymond Bourque. It's a good defensive pair, I think. Nicely matched up. Bourque and Kevin Lowe. Bourque loves to move the puck. Here's Kuhl now over the line. Tried to get around the defense, and Bourque did the defensive job that time as he took him off the puck. Middleton backhanding it to center ice. Bloom is back there to get it. Stastny giving chase. Bloom up center ice for Kuhl. Kuhl ahead. Trunchka's over the line. Kuhl trailing on the play. Kuhl cuts for the net, but he didn't get the pass. Didn't see it coming. Kuhl chases it down on the far side. Chased up against the boards. Middleton knocked away by Meitinger. Meitinger hooks it free. Now Bourque just wristing it up through center ice. Meitinger stopped on that play. Goulet didn't see that coming, and now Berndauner over the line. Kuhl cutting to the net again. Berndauner clears it in there. Scooped up off the ice by Grant Fuhr. He flips it into the corner. Stastny, Middleton to Goulet. Goulet back to Stastny. Stastny with Middleton trailing him. Stastny stops up against the boards. Middleton gets it in front of the net in front for Goulet. Also trailing on the play in deep was Wilson. Now Middleton in the corner. Middleton stopping, turning. Middleton with Trunchka on top of him. Middleton goes down under the checking. Goulet's got it. Goulet's chased off the puck. Good job by the Germans inside their own zone, and Trunchka comes out from Kuhl. Trunchka over the line offside. Meitinger got in too quickly. 7 minutes, 36 seconds gone in the third period. 6-1 Canada. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. A hat trick for Gretzky, 6-1. 12:24 left in regulation time. Sutter, Wilson, Robinson on the far side. Robinson to Wilson again. Robinson now to Sutter. Sutter to Nelly. Here's Gartner's shot. He's got a good one. He's got a goal in this game, and he drove that one in on Friesen. Friesen makes the save and holds on. There's Carl Friesen from the north end of Winnipeg. Played with the Kildonan North Stars, a Junior A Tier 2 team. He's 26 years of age now, as we mentioned earlier. Our congratulations to the Friesens. His wife Judith out in Winnipeg, just out of the hospital. Joel David Friesen, 2 days old.
He played all 6 games in Sarajevo for the German team, so he sees a lot of work. He's the guy they count on.
He plays at Rosenheim in Germany. The town south of Munich, southern part of the country. Steiger clearing it in. Fuhr out of his net. Leaves it behind the net for Robinson now. Robinson stepping through some traffic. Gives it to Tonelli. Tonelli got it out. Just got it out as moving in on the play was Hepner, and he got over anxious. Here's Tonelli going in now. Here's quick shot taken, chipped in there again, and just covering the short side was Friesen. He thought the puck was going to go in front. Out at center ice now to the far boards. That's Germany moving in. There's a quick shot taken by Steiger as he moved in on it. Reindl back to his defense. Niederberger shooting it in. There was a player trapped there, and it's offside. 11:27 left. Canada leading 6-1. There's Doug Wilson. Says he's not letting that big shot go as much as he used to. He got a terrible scare with that injury to Darryl Sutter last year, and says he just scares him. It just scares a few people that have to get in the way of that shot, because it may be the best shot from the blue line of any player in the league, maybe any player in hockey.
Well, definitely. He's got one of the hardest shots, and a lot of times he'll come into that slot area and he'll let it go. But when you do shoot a puck high, or it gets away on you, and you do hit one of your own teammates and injure him like Darryl Sutter was injured, he missed a lot of the season last year. I guess it would scare you a little bit. He's trying to control it to keep it down a little bit.
Well, which is desirable in its own right, naturally. The low shot is what you want from the blue line. That's a pretty rugged defensive pairing. When you got Larry Robinson out there with Doug Wilson. Well, here comes Germany again. Rudger getting the pass inside the line. Coffey's right on top of him, tying him up completely. Rough play against the boards. Players go down. Coffey in there. Labresa's in there too, number 12 for Germany, along with Huddy, and the officials move in quickly. It has been a very clean hockey game. No problems at all. I think there's 3 penalties in the whole game. And
I noticed Glenn Sather is mixing his lines up a little bit. He now has Gretzky with the 2 fellas from Edmonton, Messier and Anderson, and he's only been playing 3 lines thus far this period. The reason why, I don't know.
Just saw Roy Rudger there, who's a Canadian. He is one of 3 on this German team. Harold Steiner is another Canadian who's been playing with Germany. Misses this tournament. They miss him dearly on defense. Here's Messier cutting in. Shoots, hit the crossbar or the far post. I don't know which. Here's another shot, and without his stick, there was Friesen, and he just gloved it, and a smart move as he prevented further play. He'd lost his stick, and all he wanted there was the stoppage.
Well, Messi's a great player. He can cut in off that wing. He gets around the defenseman. Notice how he sticks his leg out there to defend him off. He has the open net. The puck's flipping a little bit. He got it up a little too high, hit the crossbar. But that's an indication why he won the Conn Smythe trophy for the playoffs. He's a great player, and he had a little bit of a groin pull in the preseason games. It doesn't seem to be affecting him tonight.
Well, they rested him the last part of the tournament after the groin pull last Sunday night against Czechoslovakia in the exhibition game here at the Forum. Well, he's going at full speed right now. That's Bloom tapping it right to Peter Stastny. Now Bork moving in. Shot! Screen shot, and there's Friesen again. He'll get a good hand. It may have cleared the top of the net, but again, sometimes that's the thing to do. You don't want those things rattling off the glass and coming back out in front. So he just elected with them buzzing around a little bit to stop the play.
Notice the Team Canada guys going from the front of the net, trying to get a screen or a rebound. Bossy's right there to bother him a little bit.
There's another quick shot. That one's wide of the net, taken by Tonelli. Bourne's out in front of the net. They work it in front is Peter Stastny. He's working with Bourne now and Tonelli. Stastny now gets it back to Bourne. Bourne, and is steered away to Bates. Bates out at center ice now. Schiller with Bloom to the line now. Also there is Hagen. Bloom, he's chased in against the boards, not getting too much help as he crossed that line. Now they jam in against the board. Schiller's there, and it's held for a face-off. Darryl, we're at that point now with 10:06 left where we have to start thinking about the Labatt's Player of the Game award. And I guess for Team Canada, you've got 2 people you can clearly look at offensively. Number 99 there, clearly, and also number 22.
Obviously, Wayne Gretzky with 3 goals and an assist tonight. He would be my pick, but the game's not over yet. Bossy's known as a scorer, and he might get a couple yet before the game's over. As far as the
Germany?
Well, I think Friesen in goal, he's played very, very well. He's kept us to 6 goals, which sounds like a lot, but he's had to make a lot of tough saves in doing that.
Very high-quality shots taken by Canada in this game. Here's Bourne behind the net, getting it from Bossy. He's pinned up against the boards now. He's slugging in against the boards. Finally, it comes out along the boards to Kevin Lowe. Lowe along the line, getting set in front of the net for Bossy. There he is with that quick shot of his. Peter Stastny cutting in front, trying to feed it back out. Batted out of midair. Stastny makes a good move. Now behind the net. Fights off a check. Still has that puck. Now Bourne comes back to help out. Stastny's there as well. Stastny had it poked away from him. Finally, Germany takes possession. And they work it free and out to center ice once again. Now back to touch it is Bork, and it's called on the icing. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV. Face off deep in the zone. There's the score. Canada leading Germany 6-1.
Well,
United States beat Sweden earlier today.
Wayne Gretzky's back out there. He's seeing a lot of ice time tonight. That injury hasn't slowed him down at all.
Out there now with Goulet and Middleton again. Wilson to Robinson. Robinson beating it into the corner on this side. Gretzky fighting off some checking. Gretzky got it right into the skates. Toole clears it out to center ice. Robinson to Middleton. Middleton again using those skates very well, and he flips it in. Down behind the net is Trunchka. Trunchka along the boards. Toole, Robinson. Robinson off the boards. Now it's Meitinger, Trunchka, and the whistle goes. There'll be a face-off deep inside the West German zone. Batted ahead. I didn't spot that. Trunchka. There you see him. Jared Trunchka of Germany. One of their stars.
That Team USA, Team Sweden game was an important win for Team USA. It's nice to get off on the right foot. We can remember the disappointing series Team Sweden had in 1981. We expected them to be a lot better. They got off to a poor start again tonight. And I guess it's got to be a little concerning for their coaches and for their country.
Well, they, of course, try and right themselves in their next game. Canada, meanwhile, their next game is against that United States team. It won't be easy. Got a strong defensive hockey club. Here's Gretzky. And they got goaltending. Tom Barrasso, a star in today's game, along with Brian Trottier. Gretzky, great moves there inside the line. Wilson goes down. Gretzky's got it. No penalty in front of the net now. And Middleton trying to get a whack at it. Gretzky's back there as well, trying to poke it free. Just now working along the boards. Niederberger's there. Out in front now. Here comes Gretzky again, trying to knock it out of midair. It's lying loose in front of the net. Now Goulet kicked away finally, and Toole's got it. Toole to Meitinger. Meitinger at center ice now, trying to make the move on Wilson, who played the man very well. Here's Gretzky at center ice, but he was unable to control the puck, and Niederberger cleared it away. Now ahead for Wilson to Middleton. Middleton back to Wilson, but right back there to cover up and make the play defensively was Midikus. Now here's Meitinger. Meitinger, Niederberger, Reindl couldn't reach that, and he had a clear path to the net. Now gets it out in front. Here's Wilson. Wilson clearing it down the ice. This will be an icing. And as Heimer touches it, it's called, and a face-off back down in the Team Canada zone. Canada leading the Federal Republic of Germany by a score of 6-1 with 7:27 remaining in the period. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey Series on CTV.
Ed Westfall at ringside here at the Montreal Forum. One of the things, of course, that comes into mind now, with Canada having so much of the play in their favor, they're not finishing well. A lot of people would wonder if they have that killer instinct, or are they just trying to play and have fun?
Well, what about it, Darryl? You think that maybe with a 6-1 lead, you tend to relax a little bit?
Well, I think you relax a little bit, but I know anytime you're in a position to put the puck in the net, you're trying your best to put it in. Although going into the first period, you're maybe a little more uptight, you're maybe a little more keen, and maybe that's why they scored in those chances.
Well, here comes Coffey now out of the zone. Good pass for Huddy. Huddy tried to get it ahead. Reindl intercepted that. Then the return pass for Tonelli. Sutter's behind the net now. Tonelli trailing on the play, but he's taken out of the play there by Heimer. And Germany coming right back out again. Höfner at center ice along with Reindl. Höfner over the line. Höfner dropped it right back onto Tonelli's stick. Tonelli against the boards. Headed around behind the net. Now Coffey, Tonelli, rink wide out at center ice. Now Gartner getting a half a step on Heimer. Gartner shoots. They score. Got the top corner.
Well, there's Mike Gartner. That's the type of winger he is. He has great speed. He's been cutting around that defenseman all night, and beautiful pass there. Laid it right on his stick. Cut inside the blue line.
Just had that again, shielded the puck nicely.
Upstairs on Friesen again. A number of goals have been scored upstairs on him. Friesen tends to go down a little bit, but he makes a great shot.
Not much you can do about those, and he had that half a step, and that's what did it for him. So Gartner, 13:26 of the third period, gives Canada a 7-1 lead here. As you said, they get their scoring chances as Anderson, at least Bork goes down inside his zone and covers up.
Assisted by number 27, John Tonelli.
Tonelli draws an assist on that one.
And number 77.
And, of course, Paul Coffey as well. So, shots on goal right now, 32-23 favor Team Canada with 6:24 left.
26 seconds.
There's a shot just wide of the Team Canada net. Bloom. The difference in this hockey game, too, there are a lot of good scoring chances that the Germans have had, and they just flat have missed the net with them, and they haven't been quite as accurate as Canada's been when they've had the chances. You got to make use of the ones that are presented to you.
But they haven't had too many chances really this period. Their best period has been the second period. They seem to not be getting much offense going at all.
All right, here's Bork inside his zone now. Ahead, past Anderson, through center ice now. It is Bloom. Bloom beating it off the boards. Rudger can't get it. Now Wolf. Bork. Bork checked by Rudger. Rudger. Anderson. Anderson checked by Wolf. Wolf's over the line. There's a shot that's over top of the net. And Lowe has got it in the corner. Lowe behind the net. And Canada starting out with that lead pass to Anderson. They play tic-tac-toe with it at center ice, and Anderson way offside. And it's called for the offside with 5:25 left. Well, we've been keeping track of this game from a statistical standpoint, thanks to the Hewlett-Packard people. Special computer facilities for the Canada Cup scoring summers and continuing statistics are being provided by Hewlett-Packard. Hewlett-Packard's personal computer. And Canada leading 7-1 in the third period.
Steve Yzerman hasn't made an appearance this period. Whether he's hurt or not, I don't know. They had Mark Messier at center the last shift, and to find out what's wrong with Yzerman.
Here's Stastny, got behind Friesen, he goes down, reaching behind him, and alertly covers up right at the goal line. So Peter Stastny let his best shot of the game go. Seemed to get either under the arm or whatever of Friesen and got behind him.
Well, here the defenseman coughs it up. They get a chance to pass it out. Stastny's all alone in the slot. Friesen, he's getting lots of work tonight. He's going to be a pretty tired guy by the end of the evening.
All right, Wilson in front, another shot. Bork loose in front. Peter Stastny fanned on it, trying to shorten up on his stick and control it right in the slot. Hagen now, Dieter Hagen. Swinging inside his own zone. He looks like the best skater for Germany up front, Darrell. And
Hagen was a third-round draft pick in 1981 by the Montreal Canadiens, but they've since released him. He's a free agent now, but it's been pretty impressive out there.
Wilson at his own blue line, rink-wide pass. Now Hagen. Hagen along the boards, drop free, back inside the zone. Baron Donner off the boards at center ice, and Bates has got it. Bates working to the line now. Bates trying to cut through Wilson and Robinson. Gets the shot away, but he's wide with it. Bourne. Up at center ice now. Baron Donner once again. Baron Donner leading it ahead, and it's Schiller who shoots it into the Team Canada zone. Wilson's back there. Wilson touching it. Icing is called. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey on CTV. Well, there's Glenn Sather. We mentioned it earlier in the game. He's got a lot of pressure on him. He's trying to change the way we've done things for years in hockey in Canada. He's trying to change the direction that Canadian hockey is going. He's trying to do it, I guess, under the greatest microscope of them all, the Canada Cup.
Well,
and if he's successful, he will change the direction hockey is going in Canada.
He has been successful in Edmonton, as we mentioned earlier, and he has 8 Oilers. He has a lot of confidence in his players. He's won with them before. He knows what they can do under certain situations, and that's why he picked them for this hockey club.
Oh, you've grown up in the old system, Darrell. What do you think?
Well, I think we've learned a lot from the European hockey clubs, and they've learned a lot from us. I like to see the game the way it's played now. Looking back in early 70s, when there were goon tactics, a lot of intimidation, that's out of the game. I like to see this passing and hard hitting and clean hockey.
Now cleared in front of the net as Germany's got it down in the Team Canada zone again. That's Meitinger trying to get loose. There's Huddy sliding in front of the puck. Middleton goes in against the boards. Kiesling keeps it in, clears it in front, but it's tapped right out to center ice, and there's Middleton. Middleton just fading a little bit now, gives it to Goulet. Goulet with Gretzky. Gretzky now with the shot, and that one got off the shoulder, I think, of Friesen, went off the glass. Now again, here's Goulet, but it hopped over his stick, and Kuhl has it at center ice. Kuhl. Brunchka. This whole line is from Cologne, Germany. Got quite a number of players from Cologne, from the Ruhr area of Germany along the Rhine. Puck is cleared down into the Team Canada zone. And again, Sutter this time. Now low ahead, past Gretzky, all the way down into the German zone. And cleared right back out again. Reindl just got to go by him. Low picks it up once again. Tonelli, not a lot of intensity right now. Canada leading 7-1. Low ahead, Tonelli now. Here's Tonelli breaking free and along with Sutter. Tonelli to Sutter. Sutter's alone, drops it back. What a play. Gartner's got it loose in front of the net. Big pile up in the goal mouth. There he is. Bloom moves in and the puck winds up rolling wide of the post. Cleared down the ice. Low will go back for it with 2 minutes and 6 seconds remaining in this hockey game. Canada is leading Germany 7-1.
Well, there was an excellent play by Brent Sutter. He gave the pass over to Tonelli. He broke for the opening. Tonelli gave it back to him. He had a good chance to shoot the puck at the goalie. He elected to pass the puck across. Unfortunately, it didn't get through for Gartner. He was going for his hat trick, and that's
for old reason. He's been under a little pressure.
And he's got a lot more tough games coming up, believe me.
Well, he says that the German Federation were after him for 3 years before he finally said, all right, I'll come over and play, and now he enjoys it. And the puck is deflected up into the crowd. 2:01 left now. And the face-off will be a few feet inside the German blue line. 34-23, the shots on goal right now. And Canada will put one in the bank here. You see Raymond Bourque head for the bench along Kevin Lowe. We've got Gretzky out there along with Messier and Anderson. Robinson and Wilson, they've become a defensive pairing in this one, it would appear.
They're the two fellas with the most experience on defense. They're together, and they play very well together.
A couple of Norris trophies in that cabinet as well. One for each. There's Larry now starting out. Clears it straight up ice. That great outlet pass of his, but this time he put it right on the West German stick. Here's Reindl over the line. Wilson trying to make the check against Reindl. And here's Gretzky sliding it out to center ice once again. Sharp there. Peter Sharp. Ahead. Wilson checked by Reindl. Reindl over the line. That looked offside. Steiger now. Steiger getting it, trying to get it from Reindl and couldn't. And Gretzky going to the far boards now, looking for that open ice. He always seems to find. Now drops it off for Messier. Nice play. Sharp trying to make the check, and now he trails on the play and picks up the loose puck. It's checked away inside the zone now. Hemer trying to come out. Gets it to Höfner, to Steiger, to Höfner again. Höfner's over the line now. Reindl, Höfner, Steiger, backhand, scores!
Steiger made an excellent shot there. That's something you don't see nowadays as much maybe as in the olden days. Excellent backhand shot, high into the top corner. Here he is cutting around the defenseman. High up in the top corner. Great hard shot for backhand. Steiger, he played on a line with Kuhnackel, and they played together for quite a while, and I would imagine he would miss playing with him a little bit in this series. It's unfortunate for the Germans that Kuhnackel did get injured last season and had knee surgery, and they missed his offensive power.
So in the final minute of the game, Steiger gets the goal. 53 seconds remaining. Here's a pass in front of the net. Bossy can't knock it down. Bossy's looking for his hat trick. Bossy now slides it in front. It's knocked down there, and out they come once again with Rudger. Rudger with the quick shot. Pure makes the save. Huddy backhanding it into the corner for Bossy. Along the ice now, Coffey rolling it in front. 32 seconds remaining now as Bossy goes after it in the far boards, but moving it after it is Niederberger. Out in front, intercepted. And Canada with Coffey. Circling Wolf, takes it behind the net, and he just parks there with 20 seconds left. Rudger moving into forecheck. And it's Coffey who will bring it out himself. Ahead for Stastny. Stastny feeding it, trying to fight his way over the blue line. Rudger had a lock on him. And it's cleared back down the ice again. Huddy with 6 seconds left. Fuhrer comes out, clears it to center ice. Goes off a couple of sticks over to Stastny. Stastny in, the shot, and it goes through the pads of Friesen. But out the other side, the siren goes. And the final score in this hockey game is Canada opens with it a victory. And Canada comes off the bench to congratulate Grant Fuhrer. I'll tell you, there's a tired young man right now, Carl Friesen, a Winnipeg-born goaltender for Germany here in this Canada Cup tournament. He had to face 34 shots in the game. Canada outshot Germany in the third period 12-6, and Canada wins the hockey game 7-2.
Well, Canada can be pleased that they got this one under their belt. Everybody expected them to win this hockey game. They have some great scorers on their club, and they put the puck away when they had the chances. And they're going to face a tough United States team on Monday night. I know they're probably thinking ahead a little bit to that because they know how important that is. And the United States is more of a defensive team. They're not going to get maybe the chances that they get against a club like Germany.
Well, the traditional handshakes, and we will get the Labatt Player of the Game awards coming up. An Eskimo carving presented by Esso.
I would say it'd have to be Wayne Gretzky for Canada, scoring 3 goals and getting an assist. And he controlled the play a lot tonight. He made a lot of great plays, a lot of nifty stick work, and I would imagine he'll be picked for Team Canada.
Well, there's Fuhr along with Larry Robinson. It's down. Who's that they got their arm around there?
Gretzky,
Yeah, it is. I put my arm around him, too.
I thought Mike Gartner played a strong game tonight, too. He's the type of player that goes up and down his wing. If he has a centerman to get him the puck, he can break in and score goals, and that's what he did tonight. He got 2 goals coming in off the wing.
The Hockey Canada, Chairman of the Olympic Committee of Hockey Canada, please welcome Mr. Sam Pollock.
There's a man who has built a few great franchises for this building.
He certainly has.
Le joueur par excellence Labatt de la rencontre pour l'équipe du Canada, the Labatt's Player of the Game for Team Canada, le numéro 99, number 99, Wayne Gretzky.
Now you're dead on, Darryl.
Well, he deserved it. He played well tonight, as he usually does, and he's got a lot of hockey ahead of him. Glenn Sather feels that the more ice time he gets, the better he plays, and I think he's right.
Sculpture Eskimo de gracieuseté de Esso. Wayne Gretzky will receive an Inuit carving provided through the courtesy of Esso. Le joueur par excellence de la rencontre pour l'équipe de la Fédération République de l'Allemagne, presenting the Labatt's Player of the Game for Team RFG, le gardien de but, le numéro 27, number 27, Cal Friesen.
Well, you're right on that one, too.
Well, seven goals on him. There could have been a number of more goals scored. He played very well. He kept them respectable, I would say. And,
well, he had a heck of a game. I'll tell you, he'll sleep well tonight.
Big week for him. A player of the game and a son on Thursday. I'm sure he'll remember it.
Cal Friesen recevra une magnifique
He's
caméra.
back home right now watching this, I know, in Winnipeg.
Gotta be awful proud of him.
T70 camera.
So it's over, the first one. Reminder that we'll be on the air tomorrow night. The Soviet Union against Czechoslovakia, and for Canada the next game in this series here in the Forum as well in Montreal. Canada versus the United States on Monday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time.
Well, that'll be a big game. It really will. You know, all the controversy over Trottier leaving Team Canada, going to the United States. I'm sure there's going to be a reception for him on Monday night. There's been talk about he and Bossy the first time they're going to play against each other.
What do you think? Are they exchanging notes or what there?
Well, they're probably congratulating each other.
Well, the both of them, of course, we know about Grant Fuhr and the young fellow who played a good one tonight. So the final score here at the Montreal Forum, Canada defeating the Federal Republic of Germany by a score of 7-2. This is Labatt's Canada Cup Hockey on CTV.